Yeah,
Yo.
it's your boy Akil J,
Johnny motherfucking King.
and we are the
Woes.
How are you, bro?
I'm doing well, man. How are you?
I'm good. Before I feel like, why are you so pixelated over there? What is that? What's happening?
That's
Do you see
just
that?
the computer.
Oh, the frames don't match
It
up.
doesn't match up, yeah. But
Wow.
what's being recorded on there is,
That's fire.
yeah, we getting the hang of it, man.
Okay. Yeah, we got more cameras and shit.
Because we got you over there
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
And you got him over
Him
there
over here for me.
him.
For me.
And then we got him over there for us.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah, man, last episode was about purpose.
Yes, it was.
It was a great episode.
Thank you.
Directed and curated by none other than Akil J himself.
Come on, man.
And today's episode is going to be directed and curated by
the man, the myth, the legend
me.
himself. This nigga said me.
But yeah, how we feeling though, bro?
I feel good. I'm not gonna lie. I feel very good. I feel very blessed and highly favored, and really excited.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I'm just happy that we're getting back into the swing of things. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like we needed that.
I got you.
So I'm really happy.
That's good, man. How was your Cinco de Drinko?
I'm not gonna lie. Yo, that bitch on Twitter. I saw something on Twitter.
Oh man.
It was a girl on Twitter. Like
Nah.
as I'm scrolling, and I just see like a picture of the girl, and then she goes hashtag Cinco de Frico, and I fucking lost it, bro. I was done.
Nah.
Immediately, it reminded me of my night last night because it was pandemonium. I went to like 2 different places.
Okay.
Right? It was at K Pacho.
Ooh.
Shout out to K Pacho. That
out to
shit's
K
fucking
Pacho.
old. Shit was on tilt. Nigga, did you know that they have a downstairs? Nigga, it's the same size as upstairs. Pause. If necessary.
What?
Yes, nigga.
Damn.
So it was crazy packed in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I went there, and then I met up with Selene at Dirty Taco.
Okay.
And that's where shit was like OD. It was mad nice though. Yeah,
Right,
got wasted though.
Yeah,
How was yours?
Man, I played cool this Cinco de Drinko.
It's so crazy that you're like half Mexican and did not partake in the festivities.
Ever really participate in Cinco de
fucking
Mayo.
weird,
I
bro.
think all my Mexicans, Mexicanos, I think we can all agree that it's kind of like a gringo holiday.
Yeah.
You know
So
what I
that's
mean?
why you're like, fuck it. It's
We're
like
just like, yeah,
how you feel about
nah.
Chipotle, right?
There you go. As long
This-
as you know.
This video, I mean, this episode is brought to you in part by Chipotle.
Chipotle.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah. You Americanized bitches.
You American ass carne asada. Yeah, let me get a double carne asada with guac.
Chill on our sponsors,
Head
bro.
ass, bro.
Please let
Yeah, that's a fact. I gotta let the sponsors breathe.
Yeah. Yo, what we getting into?
So look, today's topic is gonna be.
It's annoying.
Don't tell me my phone about to install an update on me. Wow, that's crazy. As we're about to shoot,
Oh shit.
close up. It's alright though. I got it off the top.
You know it.
Yeah.
That's why you're the man.
So today's topic is a phrase that I heard recently. It kind of got my mind going. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Gets the people going.
I love that.
That's what it did to me.
Yeah, I love that.
It was pressure makes diamonds.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
A good one.
But what I think we're going to call this episode is time under tension.
Time under tension, Johnny King. Okay.
Time under
Okay.
tension.
All right. I like that.
So
I like that.
how it pretty much works is
fire.
pressure makes diamonds, time under tension. Time under tension is a phrase used in like the fitness community to pretty much, there's a thing called hypertrophy, right? So when you're in the gym, hypertrophy is the process of like your muscles growing.
Okay.
Right? And one of the big contributors, in fact, there's a bunch, but one of the biggest is, not biggest, but one of the big ones is time under tension. So how much time, like let's say if I'm on the bench press, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pushing up, how much time are my muscles working to bring the weight up and down?
Okay.
You know, so there's like quick reps you could do, or you could slow it down. So time under tension is how slow you actually go.
Okay.
I kind of started thinking about that earlier this week, and I was like, how does that pertain to like us as people,
Mm-hmm.
right? So one of the biggest questions that I kind of had that I kind of wanted to bring to the podcast and to you and get your opinion on, and everybody else's,
Please.
is, does pressure make diamonds, or is it the diamond's ability to change, grow, and adapt
To the
that
pressure.
makes it a diamond?
Oh shit.
So
Okay.
if you
Yeah, that's
spin
hard.
it, if you spin
Yeah.
it to us,
Yeah.
you know,
That's
as
hard.
humans, our experiences, our trials and tribulations eventually make us who we're gonna be, regardless? Like it doesn't really matter, like how we think, what we want, what we need. Is it just kind of inevitable, or is it the choice that we make at some point to be said person through those trials and tribulations? So, and then just to kind of simplify it even more, is it out of our control or is it in our control?
Okay. Okay. So what I believe is, I think everything is a part of your journey. So the moves that you make, the moves that you do, everything that you do, it's not done on purpose, right? I went to college, but I did not get a degree, right? Had I have gotten a degree, would I have been in the situations that I'm in now? I don't believe so. I would be on an entirely
different place.
I'd be somewhere entirely different. Is that what I would have wanted? I don't know, because that would have come with a lot of other things, but would that have been me living in this purpose that I walk in now?
Yeah.
So, that being said, I believe it's more of a matter of like the journey, right? I think the journey makes you who you are, and you can't. It's inevitable.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's inevitable. I was supposed to go this way.
Yeah.
This is how it was supposed to be.
Gotcha.
That's how I personally feel, because of the simple fact I made certain choices, and those choices that I made me meet certain people, which influenced me in a certain way, shape, or form.
Gotcha.
And all of those things are connected. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I didn't, bro, if you didn't hurt your knee freshman year in high school, there's no telling if you would have been in choir with us. And there's no telling if you and I built anything off of that, because we were so locked in as like competitors. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I only knew you because you played ball, and I played ball. And I was like, well, yeah, that's about it. But we wouldn't have, unless we made a basketball team together and shit like that. But all of that shit is just different. If I stayed in that network, would I have been in the network that I'm in now? You know what I'm saying? I feel like this inevitability, you can't fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't complain about the choices that I've made, because if I didn't make those choices, I would not be who I am today.
Amen.
I would not be. I would be something else, and I'm not sure if I would have wanted that.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if it brought me different things, more success or more money, like at the time throughout my 20s and all this other shit or whatever the fuck. different things, I don't know if I would meet my wife.
Very
You know what I
true.
mean? I don't know any of this shit. I just feel like the shit's inevitable, you know?
Mm-hmm.
All of that made me who I am today, and I'm like, that's what I stick to. Inevitability, bro.
Gotcha.
This was supposed to happen.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know?
I like that.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
I feel like you just can't fight fate, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Can't fight fate. You know? And even if I went a different way, you know what I mean? Who knows? It might have spun back.
So would you say that in essence you are, let me see, how do I put this? You're meant to be broken? Like you're meant to be broken down to like the very fiber of your being, to the point where like you, or even if you believe in God, God must mold you into like who you have to be.
Yeah, I think so. Bro, I feel all of the things where I thought for sure would be a shoo-in. If I put my head down and I worked, or if I wrote this song, or if I fucking made this bet and all this other shit, my whole life would change, right? But I'd be spoiled. Probably I'd be entitled. I'd feel like, I don't know, I'd feel differently.
Yeah.
You know? And all of the stress is where I feel like the things that I've gone through are unbearable, right? Anybody, like, you just feel like you can't deal with the shit.
Yeah.
But then you actually deal with it and you get through it. Those lessons that you received in the brokenness, in the mess, it made you so much more appreciate. Like, bro, I can appreciate once I get to a certain place even more.
Yeah.
I feel, because of how broken shit could have been for me, or how fucked up things could have been. You know what I mean? When the switch happens, I truly believe like it'll feel better. It'll just feel more. You know what I mean? That pressure really, I truly believe the pressure really does make a diamond.
Gotcha.
Very refined.
Now, in terms of like the importance of the choices that you make, right? Okay, so I kind of like, I feel 100% what you're saying, and I agree with you. Like, I'd probably say about like 50% of the way.
Okay.
But there's also power, and I'm not saying that you're not saying that there's power in this, but there's also power in your choices. There's also power in your ability to adapt. Like, I don't think people really understand how hard it is to adapt to something, especially when you don't want to.
Yeah.
When life is kind of like forcing you to do it. I feel like you have to make a choice, and because you make that choice, you're able to adapt. Now, there are certain things that, like, okay, let's say, for example, if I just am bored as hell and I'm going to go to the gym every single day for the next year, right? I don't have any goal in mind, but I'm going to go to the gym. Inevitably, to your point, I'm going to get somewhere regardless, because even if I don't have a goal, even if I don't have like a destination, I'm eventually going to like, that's just what my body does. It just responds naturally to stimulus, which is resistance training, running, whatever it is, cardio. And I'm going to grow. I'm going to either get bigger, I'm going to get slimmer, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to gain muscle. Inevitably, something's going to happen. Now, but I feel like that's kind of one of the very few things that something like that kind of like happens. Whereas, like, let's say your career path. Your career path, if you believe in a higher power, that there's like not a purpose, that there's like fate, there's something that's like fated for you, destiny, then yes, to your point, it makes sense. But let's say for the viewers who don't really have like that kind of mindset that you and I have, where like it's God's path that we must follow on, right? Let's say if I don't know, you're atheist, or maybe you're what's that shit called, when you believe that there's people who believe that there's a higher power, but it's not like anything really like concrete. Agnostic, there we go. Their path then, like, what is it for them? Because there is no like fate or destiny. There is nothing higher than what they choose.
Their choices,
than
yeah.
Their choices. They're like
They're the absolute.
Exactly. They're the absolute. So then at that point, their life trajectory is kind of solely based on I want to do this at this time, or I want to adjust and adapt to this at this time. And if I don't, oh well, I'm complacent in my life and I'm just going to stay here. Or I am going to adapt, I am going to change, I am going to grow, but I have to make that choice to do that. So it's yeah, man, it's just something that I kind of like wrapped my head around this last week, because I was just like, I'm a man of faith, as I know you are as well.
Of course.
So in my mind, my path is set, right? Yeah. God has a plan. God has a path that I got to follow on. I got to take steps towards and like build my life brick by brick. Yeah. I would assume that you also feel similar, right?
Yeah.
And then I have people that I work with. I have people that I've met. Even one of my closest cousins, he's agnostic, and he genuinely just believes that like the life that he lives is his life, which means in a way he has full control. Not to say that we don't, but he has kind of like some kind of like absolvement of like stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Like I don't have to do this, or I don't have to be morally bound to this frame of thinking, because I don't really have this like thing above me.
Yeah.
So whatever happens, happens. So all in all, to kind of like wrap it up together, I think that because there's so many different people in different walks of life, the choices and our ability, our want and our need to adapt and change is the thing that makes us diamonds. Like I think it is the thing that kind of like forges us and makes us who we are, because I could just like, let's say God has a plan for me, right?
Yeah.
In the frame of mind where like there's a destiny for me, there's fate. There is no success without acts.
Yeah.
So if God has a plan for me to be the greatest podcaster in the world or the greatest songwriter in the world, I'm just sitting on my ass watching anime, playing video games the whole day, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like I gotta get up and do it. And that's the obvious. But like it's more than that. It's more of like, I need this. I need to have this fulfillment in my life, because if I don't, this isn't my life. It's kind of like you're just watching yourself in like a camera, or like a TikTok reel or Instagram reel.
Yeah.
You know. But another question.
That's fine.
Thanks, man.
That's fine.
Do you think that
That's fire.
the pressure and tension can permanently break you? Like, do you think that it could ever get to a point? And oh, by the way, my dogs are about to start going crazy, so just I already
Shouts out to the dogs.
Shouts out to the dogs.
Dogs them.
Do you think that like the pressure and the tension can like permanently break you?
Oof.
Like, can it leave you scarred? Can it leave you like, damn, like this stuff hurts so much, or I went through so much that I'll never be the same, but like in a negative way?
Yeah. I mean, I think so, but I kind of feel like that goes back to the point that I feel like I'm on, where let me see how I put this. If I go and I feel permanently damaged about a move a choice that I made, right, and it didn't pan out and it hurt me to my core, right, to the point where I didn't necessarily want to do it. I've adapted or whatever the case is, but I just know I'll never go down that route again. Truth be told, my logic behind it, I don't know if that path was for me in the first place.
Got you.
If I was able to, if I know that I think it was supposed to happen, right? I was supposed to feel that way. It was supposed to break me, because I was supposed to realize that was not where I was going. I don't feel like that's where I was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I needed, maybe it was a choice. The choice that I made was the wrong choice. And maybe it fucked me up for, I don't know, that path I was chasing. Maybe I lost some years or whatever the case is. But if I didn't go through that, I don't think it would have manifested into the life that that I lead now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's kind of the vibe that I was on. Like, picture me. Like, I love music, obviously, right? So I'll bring it about music. In concert choir in high school, you know what I'm saying? We're some of the elitists in the concert choir vocally,
Yeah.
right? We have presence, we have Riz, we got all of this shit working for us to a point where it's like, nah, if he really wanted to do something outside, like after school,
Mm-hmm.
like after this and pursue a music career, he could do it. He could be an artist,
Yeah.
right? And we did it, right? Let's say I tried, you know what I mean? Everybody was trying to point me in the direction of being an artist, right? So for a few years, I would literally beat that horse. Like, all right, I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to try to do it, even though in my heart, I didn't want that type of thing.
Yeah.
I knew it, but I would force it. I forced it. And we lost certain things. Like, we were in a group together in our teens and early 20s. And I'm the nigga that disbanded the group. You get what I'm saying? One shot deal, because I literally was like, this shit, I hate it. It's not for me. I don't want to do it. But I wasted time. But was it really a waste?
Mm-hmm.
Through all of that, I realized that, like, permanently in my heart, there was something that disconnected me from wanting that type of life.
Mm.
It took a few years for me to figure that out, though.
Yeah.
And now I know that no matter what, I don't want to be that type of artist.
Yeah.
But it took how many years before I finally decided? I just had that conversation with you in October.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that if I ever wanted to be an artist, it would be my way.
Yeah.
It took 10 years for me to realize that about myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It took me wanting to be a singer, a songwriter, just a vocal producer, an engineer, this, that. Like, I going through the motions and trying to figure all this shit out and failing at all of this stuff, all for me to or feeling like a failure throughout that whole time, for me to mold and get nicer and continue to go, but be on a certain path, be this certain way that I want to be, and know that route was never meant for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to be the world's biggest artist.
Yeah.
And I never wanted that. But it took way too long for me to figure that out. But then it's like, I can't knock that.
Mm-hmm.
Because in that, I found what I truly wanted, what truly made me happy.
Yeah.
So I can't say that it was a waste.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say that it was a complete failure. I can't say any of those things, even though I permanently am scarred by it. Not scarred, but I'm permanently affected. It didn't, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it didn't necessarily, like, fuck me up that much. It just, it gave me alignment in a way that I can appreciate. And all of the shit that happened in my life in between that, like with jobs, with women, with relationships, like with anything in general, bro. That's why I feel like all that shit is, like, connected, and at some point, the ship gets righted.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, that's kind of how I be feeling, man.
Okay.
Yeah, on the subject. Does that make sense? We're at 24.
24? Right.
Yeah.
Last question then. How do you feel about
That was a good question.
this? Thanks, man. Appreciate it. No, that was a great answer.
Thanks, man.
we love each other.
Of course.
I think it's
That's pretty safe to say.
evident,
Right,
you
that's
know
pretty
what I mean?
obvious.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Gotta give praise when praise is due.
On God.
No cap. But yeah, man. So this whole time under tension, pressure makes diamonds. How do you feel about that concept when it comes to relationships? Now, how do you feel in terms of like whether if it's boyfriend and girlfriend, husband and wife, really honestly anything in between. Where time under tension is necessary, the pressure will make the diamond. Like, how do you feel about that?
I 100% agree. Me being with my wife now, we've been together for 9 years.
Are we revealing that, by the way?
Yeah.
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 All
yeah.
right. Cool. Yeah. This is Mr. Jackson. Show it off. Hey. Oh, what you talking about? You see that? Boy?
I gotta get my nails done and shit. You know, shout out to hygiene and good health, health care and all that stuff. You feel me?
That's it.
I get pampered. You feel me? I'm a gangster, but I get pampered. You feel me?
My man came back to the Woes with a wife.
I'm back. Yeah, you know what I mean. So
with a wife,
a whole missus, man. Shout out to Mrs. J.
Yeah.
So Selene and I've been together for 9 years, right? Working on 10, right? We have gone through ups and downs within that time frame. We've been together. We were together for 7 years and had a 2-year engagement.
Yeah.
Right. So we went through a lot together. You know, we went through ups and downs. We went through the arguments that you feel like you can't come back from, the little bickering, the thing where as a man I'm sitting there, you know, years prior where I'm like, is this the woman that I'm really going to spend my life with? And you really start to weigh it out and stuff. I'm sure that she did the same. But through all of that, all the back and forth, I feel like that sharpened us because we made a decision, though. We made a decision that we were going to make it work. And through the shit, like, we weren't going to wait for marriage to be on some, like, through sickness and in health type shit.
Thick and thin.
Through thick and thin. Like, we made a decision from then. Like, yo, if we're going to be husband and wife one day, we got to move as such. So you got to, like, I got to support you. You got to support me. There's no in between. All right, cool. I got to hear you out. You got to hear me out. If we going to argue, if we going to war, we're going to war. But we are going to respect each other and understand what it is. And we are going to find our way back. Yeah. It took years to get that because now we met each other in our early years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm fresh out of college. She's out of high school. You get what I'm saying? Like, she's 18 when I meet her. I'm 22. You know what I'm saying? We're kids. Yeah. So you have to understand that as a kid, you want to do a bunch of bullshit. You want to be outside. You want to do this. You're going to be defiant, rebellious. You're going to be, don't fucking talk to me like that, this, that, and that. No. We had to decide that's not how we're going to move. Yeah. Because if you're going to be my wife, I'm going to be a husband. We can't really move like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But those things, we had to grow together in order to make that happen. That pressure that we put on each other whenever we in the thick of it made us come out stronger. Like, I know how to talk to her. She knows how to talk to me. We know more. You know what I'm saying? But that these years taught us a lot, and we had, God's willing, we got a long way to go. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It started over. Yeah. So now we really, you know what I mean? Started all over.
On year zero.
We're on year zero. But I feel like foundationally we have a beautiful structure. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But we couldn't have done that if we didn't make that choice from before. Feel me?
All right, man. I love that answer.
Yeah.
Congrats, man. You know.
I think it helps because I'm married and because I've been I'm in a relationship, and you know, the stuff that I went through with like before I met Selene helped me get into an understanding of how I want to be in a relationship and how I should treat a woman. You know what I mean?
Okay.
What's that saying? That's probably the 30-minute.
Yeah. What does it say over there?
30.
30?
Yeah.
That's what it is. All right.
But we got here.
Yeah. That's fine.
Shout out to the other cameras.
Shout out to the other cameras, man. Picking it up.
Right.
But yeah, man. That's pretty much that's the show, man. You know,
that was a good one.
We got some good information for people to watch, so that if you guys are ever thinking about like the pressures of life, the stress, the anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
If you get anything from this episode, my perspective, his perspective, just know that whichever way you think, the journey is necessary.
Amen.
You must go through the trials and tribulations of life to get to the life that you want.
Amen. Hell yeah.
So
we definitely agree on that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Whichever way you think about it, still gotta go.
It's
that
a journey nonetheless.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
love that.
That's it.
All right. Well, I mean, listen, I'll say, love what you do.
Yep.
And if you have to make a choice, then choose to be happy.
Amen.
I think I'm gonna probably end every show by me saying that.
Please do.
Because I believe it.
It's a bar.
Yeah, man. But yeah, signing off. It's Akil J.
Johnny King.
And this is
The Woes.